Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Tuesday morning forecast update. Our temperature is comfortably in the 70s, a little warmer to start out the day. You'll feel some of that mugginess early, but should be pretty tolerable temperatures through the late morning today, but the afternoon going to bring some of that summer-like heat. Your highs in the low to mid 90s this afternoon. The humidity is high enough, we'll kind of drive that heat index into the mid to upper 90s this afternoon. So your temperature is just a few areas in the 60s early this morning, but humidity is increasing, which is why the morning's not as cool for the rest of the week here. And your highs this afternoon, likely in the low 90s, but we do have a few areas like Mount Pleasant and Idabel, a few more clouds today, which will top out in the 80s. Pretty active weather to our west and northwest here. This is the cold front that's going to settle into the northern ArkLaTex later tonight as well as tomorrow and kind of keep two different weather patterns going for the back half of the week here. A lot of us will be just kind of warm, sunny, and dry, and there will be some areas that do see some repeated storms through the end of the week here. Really don't expect that we'll see any severe weather tonight, but the Storm Prediction Center, they do have areas like Franklin, Titus, Red River, and McCurtain counties in their marginal risk outlook. In case those storms do hold together, they could bring some high wind or hail late tonight, but again, the overall potential for severe weather is looking pretty low for us tonight as well as tomorrow. So let me give you a look at your Robinson and Futurecast. This kind of shows those partly cloudy conditions later today. We're dry through the afternoon, so for the daytime today, I only included about a 10% chance of rain in case we do see just a quick pop-up shower. And then the storms, you can see weakening as they move in tonight, but likely we'll see a little rain in McCurtain County and East Texas. Now this front is going to stay stalled out here north of I-30 tomorrow, so once we warm up, you can see some scattered storms developing tomorrow afternoon. The front will be draped all the way across Arkansas here, so I would expect we'll see the radar kind of filled in along I-30, so that's why I bumped up the chance of storms up to that 30% category for your Wednesday. Most of the rain will stay here in the northern ArkLaTex for the rest of the week, so areas like Shreveport, it's possible we will not see any rain until we get a little closer to the upcoming weekend here. Highs tomorrow, you can see the effect of the front should cool quite a few areas here into the low 80s, but we're still living life in the 90s here across much of deep East Texas and Louisiana, with the temperatures likely to stay in that range through the back half of the week. So we wanted to touch on kind of the late week time period here. This front will still be to the north of us, but there will be an area of low pressure that kind of swings out of the Rockies here, and it will nudge that front deeper into the ArkLaTex by Saturday. So if you are planning out the weekend, we expect a pretty decent chance of some scattered storms late Saturday and likely again on Sunday. And the ingredients will be there. Again, we just have some low-end severe weather potential through Friday, but Saturday looks like the window opens a little wider to see some severe storms. This time of the year, early June, you usually see the big windstorms that can cause some power outages. So the tornado threat this time of the year starts to go down, and the wind and hail threat starts to increase. And I would say the hail threat usually in June starts to decrease as well. So I would say mainly just a wind risk for us this weekend. In case you did have some plans to head out to the lakes or do some camping this weekend, just wanted to put that out there, that potential is to see a few strong storms over the weekend. Overall rain chance is going to stay just kind of in that scattered category, not so widespread, but I think most of the storms through the upcoming week here will be in the northern ArkLaTex, where we could see an inch or two of rain. Temperatures in areas like Shreveport will stay in the 90s through the weekend, but again, northern ArkLaTex, Texarkana, and points to the north, likely in the mid to upper 80s late this week and into the weekend.